Hello and welcome to this late morning taste challenge. I have two 4% alcohol North American rye whiskeys. This is Hunter Rye. Hunter Rye, don't know when it was introduced, but I know that the original Canadian Hunter was introduced in 1984. So we know this is no older than 41 years old. Talking about the brand, not this bottle. The bottle's not old. It may have always been produced as a companion to Canadian Hunter. So it says right here, Canadian Hunter. And I got to update my notes. They're not both 80 proof. I realize now this is 90 proof. Imported and bottled by the Sazerac Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. I have to read this because there's no website listing. Hunter Rye 90 proof. So it's called Hunter Rye 90 proof. Has been crafted to deliver the perfect balance of rye spice and smooth finish. It goes best with the great outdoors, the light of the stars, or just sitting around a warm fire swapping stories with friends or doing a taste challenge. Get out of that. That's all it says. So there you go. Sold in various bottle sizes. The first time I found it was at Broadway Liquors in New Orleans, Louisiana. But all they had was little 100 milliliter bottles. So I bought a couple. And then I went back and they didn't have it at all. So then about a year later, 4 years ago, I know it was 4 years ago, I was in Arlington, Texas on the old United States Highway 80, now rebranded as Texas State Highway 180. But it was a store called Warehouse Liquors. I recommend that place. Believe me, you want to go to Warehouse Liquors for beer, wine, and liquor, especially beer and liquor. It's amazing. And so I found this for $11.99. I was like, wow, $11.99. That's a deal. And I mean, it's not that much more expensive, but I know it's usually probably around $14. So I bought it. And it's been good. So, okay, so we're going to update the notes in just a moment. Here's Jim Beam Rye, introduced last year, replacing Jim Beam Rye pre-prohibition style. Don't know why that happened. It just, one day this was on the shelf and the other one wasn't on the shelf. And one day this was on the website and the other one wasn't on the website. The old pre-prohibition style was 90 proof. No age statement. This one is 80 proof, no age statement. Could they be the same product with just different proofs? Could be. That would be my guess. But that's what it would be, I guess. I have nothing definitive about those two, about either one of these products, really. Okay, so let me update the notes. Sorry about the mistake. Both are non-age stated North American rye whiskeys. So the actual name is Hunter Rye 90. I'll put Canadian in parentheses just to let y'all know that they're linked. $90 proof. Bottled in Kentucky. No website listing. Sazerac tells you about some of their products. Most of them they don't list for whatever reason. 80 proof. 80 proof. All right, got it. They're both the same. They're identical in appearance. Clear amber. So that won't affect anything. I'll show you the Beam Rye, Jim Beam Rye webpage. Bold taste. I don't know about bold. I don't agree with that. Classic or maybe classic. Our old school Jim Beam Rye recipe is marked by warm notes of spicy kick and a bite of black pepper, all rounded out by hints of vanilla and oak flavors. How come this is old school, but when they had the 90 proof, it was old school, pre-prohibition? This is a family recipe, and the old one was a family recipe. That's what I'm saying. I think they just changed the proof. same recipe, mash bill, probably 51% rye, 45% corn, and 4% malted barley. But that's a total guess. But we know one thing: it's at least 51% rye. See, this one shows a green cap. Mine has a white cap. This one shows green. But then if you slide the photo, then it shows a white cap. So apparently they're using two types of caps. The availability is limited. That's why it says limited and more. I found it at one store in Louisiana. I haven't seen it anywhere else, nowhere else. But they got it for $13.49 a total wine and more, $13.49, and that's what I paid. Hunter Rye, like I said, I paid $11.99. Don't know what it normally sells for. It's probably not much more. So we've got we got made and bottled in Kentucky versus made in Canada and bottled in Kentucky. I guess that's enough light. Don't need the big lamp. Got a spectator over there. It's a bright, sunny day, dry, low humidity, kind of windy though. I did a video review outside. I think it was a little too windy. It'll get up to about 60. It was 40 last night, so 20-degree difference. Stop it. You ate paper, didn't you? I think you ate some paper. Not a whole lot happening over here. I'm sitting on my hands because they're cold. Got blood on my hand because somebody's scratching it. Not too bad of a scratch though. A little more aroma over here. So in my right hand, there's more aroma, more character. And over to my left, not much happening. And I think the Jim Beam did have more aroma, character, more action with it. Let's go with the taste. Yep, pepper, mint, spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen. I don't know, it's some kind of mintiness. Rye does that, evokes mint. They're both medium body, dry finish, typical whiskey characteristic. Do they have heavy body whiskeys? I guess probably the high proofs are heavy body. Do they have whiskeys with a sweet finish? Apparently. I said apparently. I don't know what makes it apparent. I'm just saying maybe. I really meant to say maybe. I meant to say probably. Well, I was really intending to say probably they do. I like this flavor. It's a yeastiness, and it tastes like it's 80 proof. I'm not getting a 90 proof character out of it. Now, is Canadian Hunter popular? Yeah. Most of the stores around here sell it. Walmart used to sell it, but they dropped it. I don't know why. Winn-Dixie, I think, still has it, but then they're leaving Louisiana. So, well, maybe so, maybe not so, because there's 4 stores getting put up for sale, and those are very busy stores. The one here, half a mile from here, I was there this morning buying beer, and spaghetti sauce. I don't know what's going to happen with that one. I hate to see a big closed building. That thing's been open at that location for 27 years. It's been in this town 67 years. Higher proof. I could taste it. It seems stronger. Not much stronger. Not much stronger. It doesn't claim to be straight rye, but in Canada, they don't really use that term. It doesn't claim to be 100% rye because you know it's not. Pepper, mint. Is there a big difference in flavor here? No. Is there a big difference in price? No. So, would it make a big difference to me as far as which one I would drink? No. So would I buy both? Yes. Would I buy them again? Theoretically, I would. In reality, I won't because I've got other ryes I'd like to try. Roger Perdido says, not bad, man. Not had been around for a while. I'm glad you're back. Thanks for watching. Second thought, this one does taste a little stronger. They're both sugary sweet. Sugar. Whiskey is like sugar water to me. But I can't say I have a preference one over the other. And in this case, the regular price, remember the regular price, because I told you when I bought this Hunter Rye, it was on discount for $11.99. That had that like a sign that was like a flash, and it was I knew it wasn't the normal price. And plus, I know I can't really find it around here, so I was like, "Ooh, Hunter Rye, I'm buying it," and I bought it. Okay, so I'm pleased with both. I'm not amazed by either, but I'm pleased with both of these, and I would recommend both. And Jim Beam Rye has been impressing me so much because has it dominated the other rye whiskeys? No way. But has it been dominated by the other rye whiskeys? Also, no way. It's been holding its own, battling, and it's the cheapest rye whiskey you could buy on the market right now. Bottle size, 750 milliliter. I'm talking about regular bottle. $13.49. Try finding that. Try finding a Kentucky straight rye or anybody's state's straight rye for a full-size bottle cheaper than that. I'm telling you, you ain't going to find that. I don't see that happening. Oh, no, I was talking about the Winn-Dixie, brother. Oh, yeah, okay. But I've been watching you for some weeks. Good content. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was confused. Well, thank you. I like to go in there and get good deals. You know, they have 2-for-1 sales. The regular prices, they know better or worse than any other store, honestly. They're all about the same. Oh, thank you. But when they do the buy one, get one free, that's where you have the advantage, because you can buy like coffee. They had this 8 o'clock coffee, which I drank long before 8 o'clock in the morning. But it's a good brand. It used to be owned by A&P, but when A&P was getting ready to shut their company down, they sold that off to an independent company who does coffee, obviously. And it's a really good coffee, 8 o'clock coffee. My father said, yeah, my daddy used to drink that. You know, family used to buy. Well, they used to have A&P in Baton Rouge, and it's really good. I don't know who their contractor is, but probably Folgers or Maxwell's, but they wouldn't ever disclose that. But it was $10.49 for a 22. Sorry, $10.49 for 11 ounces. Not a good deal. But if you bought one, you got a second one free. So basically half price. So $5.25 for 20. These days, that's a good price. Now, 30 years ago, that would have been exorbitantly high. I used to buy 13-ounce packages of coffee and chicory from RT, Riley Foods, RT coffee for $1.97. Of course, that was in 1997, 6. But coffee used to be cheap. Now, ooh, yikes. And you can't blame DT, and you can't blame JB, and you can't blame DT or BO because it's been expensive for a while now. No, really, it started going up around 2020. I'm blaming the scamdemic because I used to buy that huge metal container of Walmart coffee. Great value, big. It's the biggest one you can get. And for years it was like $9.79, $9.79, and it's good. I know it's made. I'm almost certain it's made by Folgers because it tastes exactly like Folgers medium roast, and they have the biggest coffee mills in America. Both of which are in New Orleans, Louisiana. I might add, and you can check me on that because look at their website. Don't know if they give tours, but that'd be a good tourist attraction. See, tourists don't go to New Orleans to learn about things, though. They only go to New Orleans to get drunk on Bourbon Street. Like, they don't have liquor where you live in your hometown or beer. You paid all this money to come to New Orleans so you could stay at an expensive hotel and eat rich food and get drunk every night. I don't know. I think you could have done that back at your town. But why not do something interesting, like take a tour of a coffee mill? Like, how many people get to do that? Like I say, I don't know if they get tours, but I would like to find out. They have some beautiful nature trails in New Orleans. You say nature trails? New Orleans is not known for nature trails, I know, but they have them. Jean Lafitte National Historic Park. They have a huge trail in the swamp in Barataria, Louisiana. Got to be careful though, because they got a lot of water moccasins in there lurking around. They do. They're big and they're dangerous and they're aggressive. And plus bobcats, which I'm sure are dangerous and aggressive. And then there's Bayou Sauvage National Wildlife Refuge, in the eastern part of New Orleans. And they have 2 good trails. So, and there are people that go on those they have an event every Saturday. There's like this trail club, and they have an event every Saturday. But that's not what people go to the city to see. They go to see this. This is what they go to see. And other things, like, big deal. Like, you never seen that before? Okay. And I don't need to mention all of that. It's like stupidity, idiocy, really. If I went to a city, I would go into a sporting event. So if I went to New Orleans, I would go to a college football game. Well, actually, that's what I do all the time. But that's more fun than all that other hijinks. But and basketball and baseball. Okay, college baseball. We lost all of our professional teams, semi-pro teams. All the minor league teams left Louisiana. So, just like I thought, this is the Jim Beam because I said it tastes a little lower proof. And this one had a little higher proof. But it's close. Believe me, it is so close. Oh, so very close. Last comments. Beeronauten. Oh, the Beeronauts. In Germany, Deutschland. Hi from Germany. Hello to you. And I watched one of your videos this morning, and it was for a beer called, what was that beer? It wasn't Kronbacher. It was one of those Pilsners. I think I liked it when I had it. I liked it when I had it, but I was like 2013 when I tried it. It seemed like I just tried it 2 years ago, but it was 12 years ago. But yeah, I like that beer. I don't know what part of Germany you're from. Northern, southern, eastern, western, central. But I'm from the south central United States, Gulf Coast. Gulf of America, they call it now, Gulf of Mexico. I'm only 6 miles from where it starts, really, because you can go 6 miles from here and there's the beach. There's a beach. You can swim. There's a beach. And then you could get in a boat, and there you go into the Gulf of Mexico and go to Cuba. You can go to Cuba and be a refugee and drink good rum and get arrested by the communists and be framed for something. All right. Anyway, I hear more sirens. This is not a good thing. Because we have a lot of wrecks around here, and we have major highways, and people are looking at their phone. They're driving, right? Let me go from this major highway to this, where there's 4 lanes, 2 going north, 2 going south, to this other one, 2 north, or 2 east, 2 west. And I'm not going to really pay attention to merging into traffic, which is extremely dangerous. I'm going to look at my phone. Oh, look at the baby. The birthday party was so nice. And they crash. And we hear these all the time. Sirens here with all these major highways coming together, north, south, east, west. All right, not south, but north, east, and west, because south, there's no highway to go south of here because the Mississippi River is in the way, and there's no bridge in this area. Okay, well, thank you for watching. The winner is nobody. Nobody's the winner because they're priced at about the same level. Low price, both from major companies who do a lot of liquor, so they know what they're doing. Sazerac Canada, been around a long time. Well, they actually bought it from another, Canadian company that was there for a long time. And then Jim Beam, who's been distilling liquor since 1795. I'm pretty sure they know what to do. And so it's a tie. It's even. Now, the next one, in which will be the last American rye, and then we're going a long way away to Scotland, the Kingdom of Scotland. We have Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye, 95% rye, I do believe it, or is it 90? It's 90 proof, but it's very high rye, very high, almost 100% rye. Oh, you can't hardly find it. Nobody sells it. I don't think it's a very popular product. I think they're going to get rid of it. But I did find it, and I bought it, and I got the greatest deal in the world on it. And there's no way Jim Beam has a chance against that. Crown Royal Rye will destroy it. Believe me, you could skip the video. Don't even bother watching because it would be a wipeout, an annihilation, an exasperation, a decimation. And then we're going to close it out with a Scottish rye whiskey. You say Scotland. No one thinks of Scotland and thinks about rye whiskey, I know. But it's there. Walmart today had it for $20.20. No, they dropped the price. They dropped the price 15 cents. Now it's priced at $20.12. Don't know about the 12 cents. Why are they adding that? But it's $20.12 at Walmart, and they got a lot of it. And I bought my bottle, and it was $19.99. I saved at least 13 cents. But I don't think anybody wants it. But it's a fine product, well-made product. Why did Johnny Walker want to make a rye whiskey? I don't know. But they made it. It's on the shelf. You can buy it. And I wouldn't wait around because something tells me in about a year or two, it's not going to be on the shelf. And that's just too bad. Rye whiskey is not exactly the most popular type of whiskey. You probably know that already. But anyway, y'all take care and see y'all soon, God willing. And for another beer, wine, or liquor review. I do mostly beer, a lot of liquor, a little bit of wine, but I do it regularly. It just takes me about a month or two to drink the wine. All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.